The Gauteng Department of Education was ordered to pay Msiza Padayachee an amount of 50,000 rand based on or for discrimination against her based on culture, language, ethnic or social origin, which are the thingies that are listed in the Employment Equity Act, which an employer cannot discriminate an employee against. So what happened in Msiza Padayachee's case, Msiza was working for Ezibeleni School for Disabled Children, where she was working as a social worker from 2013 until 2022 with no issues. Then around about that time in 2022, a new head of department joined, and she said that Msiza, because of her Indian descent, she cannot understand our children, our language, and our culture. And as a result, the teachers stopped referring the learners to her. Msiza was employed as a social worker. Msiza lodged grievances which were not successfully resolved, and as a result, she referred the matter to the Labour Court, which then ordered the Gauteng Department of Education to pay her an amount of 50,000 rand plus costs. Now, this ties in with the Code of Good Practice on the prevention and elimination of harassment and violence in the workplace. So the code also emphasizes that an employee cannot be discriminated against based on these grounds that I've listed above with the help of ChatGPT, which is race. So it's the case of Msiza Padayachee, ethnic or social origin, culture, language. So she was discriminated on these that I've just mentioned, but an employer, just to reiterate, cannot discriminate an employee based on this unless it's an inherent requirement of a job. So clearly Msiza was doing the job with no issues from 2013 until 2022. So now tell me, what do you think? Do you think bullying and harassment has eased in the workplace as a result of the implementation of the Code of Good Practice on the elimination of violence and harassment in the workplace? And just by the way, I do offer awareness training on the Code of Good Practice on the prevention and elimination of harassment and violence in the workplace, which I believe it is important for everyone in the workplace to undergo this training. Had they undergone this training, this new HOD would not have thought that she's the broom that is going to sweep clean and end up costing the department 50,000 rand in the process.